In the name of Allah, the All-Beneficent, the All-Merciful.
When you are frightened of something, then jump into it, for indeed the difficulty of safeguarding yourself from it is greater than that of entering into it. Indeed, the best of good deeds are giving charity anonymously, being good with your parents, and keeping ties with near relations. None of you should ever say, "Indeed, there is one who is more worthy of doing the good action than me," for it will by Allah become that way. Verily, for good and evil there are adherents, so whenever you leave it, its adherents perform it in your place. 3 traits are such that whoever possesses them has been bestowed with the good of this world and the hereafter. They are being satisfied with what has been decreed by Allah, patience in the face of hardship, and thankfulness in times of ease and prosperity. Little done with planning is more lasting than a lot done with wastefulness. Rectify at the end of your life that which you have neglected and lost earlier on, and you will make your place of return a happy one. One who argues by truth succeeds. One who is overly cautious may be destroyed. Greed is the cornerstone of poverty and the foundation of evil. The glutton is never satisfied. A simple vocation with modesty is better than affluence with immorality. Views are many, but foresight is little. The judicious one is alert, the negligent one is sleepy. Jealousy is an incurable disease. It does not end except by the destruction of the envier or the death of the envied. Jealousy eats away good deeds, just like fire consumes firewood. Every good deed which is not done with the intention of seeking nearness to Allah has the ugliness of ostentation in it, and its fruit is an ugly requital. Start by giving the one who has not asked you, and extend your favor to the one who has sought it, and be cautious never to turn away a beggar. Kindness is a treasure, and the beneficent is one who obtains it. The pinnacle of faith is doing good to people. Be open-handed, but do not be wasteful. One who digs a pit for his brother, Allah will cause him to fall in his own pit. One who feels ashamed of speaking the truth is really a fool. The stingy hoarder accumulates for the one who does not thank him, i.e. his heirs, and proceeds towards the one who will not accept his excuse, i.e. Allah. Wisdom is a tree that grows in the heart and bears its fruit on the tongue. The fall of nations results from the appointment of depraved leaders. Dreams may at times come true. Indeed, the best of people is one who is forbearing, even when he is strong enough to exact revenge, is not attached to the pleasures of this world, even though he is well off, and is just even though he has power. Verily, the beggar is a messenger of Allah, so one who gives to him gives to Allah, and one who withholds from him withholds from Allah, the glorified. Remembering the Prophet of Allah, he said his practice was moderation, his action was right guidance, his speech was distinguishing of truth from falsehood, his judgment was just, his words were articulate, and his silence was the most eloquent speech. Foolishness is occupying oneself with the superfluous and accompanying the ignorant. It is part of honor to tolerate the wrongdoings of one's brothers. The greatest modesty is your being ashamed in front of Allah. 3 things that are not to be ashamed of are for a person to serve his guest, and for him to stand up from his place for his father or his teacher, and for him to seek the right even if it is little. Do not relate that which you have no knowledge about. Writing is the tongue of the hand. Sincerity is the fruit of certitude. Blessed is one who anticipates his death and makes his actions sincere. Verily, Allah, the glorified and exalted, loves the person who is approachable and courteous, of tolerant disposition, and prompt in getting things done. If you must compete with each other, then vie for acquiring desirable qualities and praiseworthy traits. Choose for yourself the best from every character trait, for indeed virtue is a habit. 6 things are used to gauge the character of men: their behavior in times of happiness and anger, security and fear, deprivation and desire. Verily, in anonymity and lack of fame and prominence, there is peace of mind. Whenever you fear the created as opposed to the creator, you flee from him.